again.
Hey!
I think this is our third. Me and Gary are filming a few, so this might be out of sync. But we'll go for our third episode.
We'll go for the third. I was invited to the second one, so
You were invited.
Ha!
Don't lie. But for those of you who might be watching this one first, because you might watch it in a different order, this is the first half in the Blister Room, where we have a 45-minute chat minimum about Corinthians plus other stuff. Like I say, we've done 2 episodes previous. Gary was invited to the last one, but you couldn't make it because you were busy. Oh no, you weren't busy, were you? You had to deal with an ill patient.
Ah, yes. The old woman flu.
Worse than man flu.
Worse than man flu.
But everyone's all right now?
Yeah, we're all good, mate. Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, good, mate. So, yeah, did you... I suppose you wouldn't have had a chance yet to catch up on it because we haven't put it up, have we? But we did talk... Yeah. We did talk about cards last week. We had Sam Redden and Dan Taborda came on, and I know one of the things that Sam likes to collect is cards, so he wanted to talk about that. Went through several topics, if we thought they were good, if we thought they brought anything to the collection, etc., etc. And I did bring up something that you were going to talk about. You told me that you got some signed cards, haven't you?
I have indeed, yes. Obviously, my Euro 96 collection, so they're the ones that I've tried to get signed.
Yeah.
To hand, I don't have them, but I have one other, which was actually a delivery this week.
Oh.
Which was a signed Michael Owen one.
Oh, mate, did you get that signed or did you get it off?
No, that's from Mark Berryman. Hopefully, I've got his name right. There's actually 2. Ooh la la. And yeah, he was selling them in the group, and I jumped on that. Not a Liverpool fan, I'm a football fan.
Yeah.
And it's Michael Owen, isn't it? So,
yeah,
I'll get that displayed.
You said that Owen was one of your favourite figures, the convention ones. He's obviously
the convention one, yeah.
Spot for him, haven't you?
Yeah, he's still only 16, isn't he, in my head? So,
yeah, if we could roll back to those glory days when he's
right.
Argentina and that, it would be a blessing, wouldn't it? But yes, we talked about that last week, and that should be out by now. By the time this one comes out, we've just got to do a bit of editing to each of them. So hopefully you enjoyed that one, everyone, and including yourself, Gary, when you finally get around to watching it. But yeah, it's good to have you back because it was fun having the other 2, but we want to try and get you on as much as we can.
Brilliant, thank you.
What have you got this week? Anything? Have you picked anything else up other than your Owen cards?
I got one more delivery this week.
Show us then. Is that Piercy?
It's a Stuart Pearce blister from Euro 96, but I already have it. Why do I want another one? I hear you ask.
Why do you want another one?
Because I got a Christmas present the other day from my dad. He has taken me to a meet and greet with Stuart Pearce, Chris Waddle and Paul Parker.
Oh, mate, that sounds quality.
So I've got a Stuart Pearce blister, which I'll get him to sign to add to the collection.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that'd be awesome. Pearce, Waddle, and Paul Parker. So obviously they'll be talking about Italian 90, which I know is something which is close to your heart. But I'm sure they're going to be talking about everything else as well. So that'd be brilliant.
Mate, that'd be awesome. Have you got anything else you're going to take along for the other 2 to sign as well?
I'm going to dig out my Italian 90 shirt.
Yeah.
And get all 3 of them to sign that. And Paul Parker, that. And Chris Waddle, I don't know. I'm going to see if I think I might have a Chris Waddle card. I might get a blister. I don't know yet. But,
mate,
yes.
That'll be epic getting some of that stuff signed there. Or just not even just getting it signed, just seeing them 3. Cause do you listen to the podcast Under the Cosh? Or have you listened to it? Yeah. Oh, what a podcast. When you got when you got some of them guys with their stories, they are hilarious, and you just don't know that goes on behind the scenes until you listen to them. Once they've retired, they've almost got free reign to say what the hell they want.
Yeah, that's right. Gloves are off, aren't they? So it's just like, blah, brilliant, love it.
And some of it you wouldn't imagine goes on, like I say, and it's just nice to hear the other side of it because you just in my head, when I was younger, when I was watching, even now, you think it's so professional. That everyone's sticking to the line and not swaying left or right. But some of these lads, like the tricks and the jokes and stuff they play.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't imagine it goes on as much nowadays.
No.
Because it's all too PC now, isn't it?
Massively. Like some of the lads do talk about how when they've even gone back into dressing rooms, you can just see. You walk in and they used to have their banter and their fun and like just try and pull each other's legs, get each other up for the game, get a bit of team bonding. But they're all just sat there on their phones now. They're all just sitting there on their phones, like not hardly talking to each other. He said it's a total different dynamic than what it used to be back in the day.
Yeah. I know the Norwich players. They all wear like almost like a bra,
Right?
like a sports bra, and it's got all like computer chips in it to tell them how far they've run and their speed and whatnot. So they come in now, take that off to get it all digitalised or whatever. Rubbish, isn't it? I remember back in the day when they used to come back, beer, have a cigarette and everything.
Mate, back like now, like you say, I've seen that now. I think Harry Kane the other day had this thing on his back when he took his shirt off, and it's a sports bra, and that's obviously where a lot of the data and like the equipment is stored to capture it. But they're coming in like, oh, how far did you run today? Oh, how many flipping things did you do? How many step overs did you get done? How many passes did you make? Like they're obsessed with stats. Yeah. Back in the 90s, they were coming in like, oh, how big's that gash on your forehead? Who did you nail today? You can imagine that's what they were talking about, like locking each other up and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh man, the game's gone.
Game's gone, mate. The game has gone. Right, well, you've picked up those few things. I've got a few deliveries this week, totally random, but as you mentioned, I collect Italian 90s, my thing nowadays. So I'm going to build up a little collection in one of my cabinets behind me somewhere. And this week I got a nice, still in its polystyrene casing.
Wow, what's that?
4 Italian 90.
Oh my!
4 Italian 90 tumblers. Look at that, look.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep 3 of them perfect. I might have one I might drink out of in every episode now.
Oh my god, they are. Oh, that's stunning.
Mate, still in the polystyrene. I was impressed with that because I saw a couple of them. I just tapped in Italian 90 on eBay and Vinted, and that popped up. And like one was going for like 20 quid. Somebody wanted one for. Then I just saw some guy had them in the existing polystyrene and that going for a lot cheaper. So I was like, snap that up.
100%. And
then the other thing I got was some absolute Italian 90 tat. Like little car.
Oh, that is awesome though.
What make is it? It's a Fiat something. It's a Fiat Tipo. There we go.
That is brilliant.
Again, got this one quite cheap because there's a couple of them going on there for 20 quid. And because it didn't come in a box, mate, you wanted a lot less for it. But I'm just going to stick that somewhere.
Wow. Oh.
Italian 90, here we come.
Love that.
But yeah, you'll have to get some more stuff for your Euro 96 collection, won't you? What else do you need?
Still need the Andy Cole in the sealed sachet. I'm still on the hunt.
Yeah, so we'll get. Well, I've made a little wanted poster for you, didn't I?
Yeah.
We'll stick that up again at some point. But keep an eye, lads. If you're watching this and you're in our group, keep an eye on the wanted post as a whole because there's loads of people that are asking for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so and let us know if you want anything added.
Yeah, mate, we're happy to make pictures up and stuff like that. Something else I completely forgot about. In your Euro 96 collection, what have you got like outside of Corinthians? You said you had a football and you said you got some shirts and things like that. What other stuff have you got?
All the programmes.
Yeah.
There's some random stuff. Bubble bath.
Nice.
Loads of CDs like Free Lions, and there's loads of different ones that have come out. Yeah. Sega Saturn computer game.
Was that the oh no, not Italian. I remember they did an Italian 90 game, but yeah, they would have done a 96 one as well then, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Oh my god, you put me on the spot. I can't remember what else I got. Well, there's some random stuff.
Have you got this?
Oh my god.
Because if you haven't, it's coming your way anyway.
Ah!
I saw this and thought of you. This is basically, for anyone that's not watching, because I think you can listen to this as well, it's the bottle, well not the actual bottle, but a replica bottle of what was squirted in Gaz's mouth when he did the dentist chair.
Oh my
they had
Good
these.
Lord!
They had these on the sideline, and when Gaza scored, he went and slid over. And who did it? Was it Stephen McManaman or
McManaman and Sheringham? I
Sheringham?
think.
Yeah, they went over, squared it in his mouth, and I just looked at a picture and then looked at this online. I thought, I'm having that for Gary.
Wow.
That's winging its way to you at some point. I tell you
what. My God.
If you could get that signed by the legend himself.
What, Gaza?
Yeah, take out. If you ever do one of those meet and greets, get him to sign one of these bottles. Would be quite cool.
Oh, I've met Gaz a couple of years ago.
Yeah, is he still doing shows?
I haven't seen any recently, but yeah, if he comes up, I'll probably will do it again.
Yeah, we can take that bottle along.
Yes.
Right then, so that's a bit about what me and Gary have picked up this last coming days or weeks or whatever, because we always get in loads of stuff for the post, because I think both of our wives are on the same boat, that they get fed up with these parcels turning up, don't they?
Yeah, it's brilliant when they turn up on days off.
Exactly, mate. I'm praying today.
Nobody sees it.
No, straight upstairs, straight unboxed, and then put it away. Is there anything else in the group you spotted as of late that you quite liked?
What have I seen recently? Been some good sales posts.
There have been a lot of good sales posts, yeah.
Yeah, which have caught my eye. Apart from that,
Dave put a good one up, didn't he? Like he had that Amoruso in a blister still. Which I've seen them in a blister before. Yeah,
which is obviously, do you sell your kids to get it?
Yes. Sell, stick them on eBay.
Yeah.
But, I think, mate, massive loads of sales posts on there. I think since the convention, loads of people have jumped on board that either didn't realise there's still a market for it, so they're wanting to move some of their old pieces on to people that will appreciate them.
Yeah.
And also, you just got some people, or just, I think, who is it? Stuart Oxton, I think it was. He's moving house. So because he's moving out, he wants to downsize a bit because he doesn't know how much space he's going to have to stick everything up. So he's going to downsize, then get there, and then work out. And if he needs to buy it all back, you'll probably know him, because I'm sure he buys and sells a lot. He'll probably buy half of it back off you for double the price. But yeah, so it's been some good sales. But something else, I can't remember if it was you that brought this up to me. I think it might have been you. Did you see, is it Tony Free, I think he was called, put a post up?
Yes.
Yeah, and was it you that didn't recognise the gentleman that was in the
That's right, yeah. I had I liked it because it's great, because it's a Corinthian with a player.
Yeah.
And I had absolutely no clue who it was.
Yeah, I mean, when you said to me, the only reason I know, because I saw a picture of him about a year ago and thought, flipping out, is that him? So I was aware of his new look, let's say. But yeah, Tony Frill took I think I don't know if he's done it himself. I think he does a little bit of like tinkering with figures. So he does a bit of customization. He customised a Brian McClare figure, took it along to a game, and I think, from how I read it, he actually gave it to him as well. So Brian McClare has now got the figure.
Yeah, and I had absolutely no clue that was who that was.
No,
but that's pretty cool because he's an original.
Yeah, mate, exactly. Doing that. There's do you know what? I apologise, and we'll find out, and I'll try and think who it was. But someone else the other week, was it Tony Saunders? Somebody went along and with Kevin Nolan, and they took a Kevin Nolan microstar along and got a picture with Kevin Nolan.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was quite. I literally scrolled through this morning because I couldn't remember where I saw it, and I popped the. I'm pretty sure it's Tony Saunders, but if I'm wrong, I apologise, and I'll correct that. So we try and pick a topic every week to talk about. We've talked about cards last week. We talked about displaying the week before. So to bring it back to Corinthians and collectibles, we thought we could just chat about other stuff that was out and about around the same time as Corinthians. The stuff in the noughties, stuff in the 90s that was popular back then. And is some of that stuff popular still now? A bit like Corinthians, is it popular now? Yeah. So is there anything else you collected? Like when you was a kid then, you was growing up and you was collecting your Corinthian figures. Is there anything else you were collecting at the time as well?
When I was a kid, it was, if it had the Norwich badge on it, I had to have it.
Yeah.
And if it was anything to do with football, I had to have it. I think that's why I fell in love with Corinthians, because these little figures came out. And it's like, your football heroes, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you wanted to collect. So I wanted the whole England team because we loved England and we loved we love football and we love the figures, and it was just the whole collecting bug. And alongside that, I used to love stickers, like the football stickers, the Premier League stickers, and I've got all of them, and I think they're all complete as well. I've still got them, and I think that was the one thing, because you get your trade in the your swaps in the playground, and then
swap shop.
Swap shops. They used to have one at Carrow Road. It was brilliant. And so it was stickers, which I absolutely adored, and I have them here as well.
What was your favourite ones? Were they the Premier League ones, or did you get other ones as well?
Premier League. I've got World Cups, European Championships.
Show us a couple of examples if you've got them to hand.
That's the Italian 91.
Yes. Open that one up a minute, because I've just started getting, again, because my Italian 90, I'm getting the odd one here and there just to stick on display. So I got Lothar Matthäus the other day, the Italian 91. It has that little Italian 90 symbol in the top corner, which is quite cool.
Where's England? What group were we in?
Italian 90.
There it is.
Egypt and that lot. I think we were one of the earlier groups, like Group A or B or something. Or it might be
I was looking at this the other day, right?
Yeah.
It's the Italian 90 sticker album.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the players are in the 86 kit.
Yeah. Now, I don't know this. I mean, that Greg would be a great person to ask, matey Greg Lansdowne, because he knows everything about stickers. But I suppose, to get them all printed and ready, they couldn't wait for new headshots in the new kits.
Yeah, they must have done, yeah.
If that kit had only been released late 88 or 89 and they hadn't got the headshots for them yet, and you have to get all the licensing and that lot, to get that all through done properly, to then go to printing, to then get the actual magazine, the sticker albums out, it would have taken too long. So they probably went for old headshots, but just put the Italian 90 badge in the top corner.
Yeah, true. I mean, look at the shiny. Oh,
mate. Oh, shiny. I'm going to have to get some Italian 90 shinies.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Did you complete it?
Nah. I love it. Euro 92.
Euro 92, mate. Yeah, me and Gary just discussing off air, because we talked about some of the earlier tournaments. And we forgot that you only had 24 teams in Italian 90, and then we found out you only had 2 groups in Euro 92.
There was 8 teams.
8 teams.
8 teams in Euro 92.
Now they're milking it for the money. They're putting like 75 teams, and there's not even 75 countries in Euro.
But there was 8 teams. There was 2 groups of 4, but then there was 2 reserve teams.
Right.
Which was Italy and Denmark.
Yeah.
But Denmark won it.
Yeah, they snuck in, didn't they? What was the reason that team got kicked out again? Can you remember?
Who got kicked out?
I can't remember who it was, but they came in for a bye pretty much. Shall I Google it?
But just the picture. Look at Rudy Voller's hair. That is brilliant.
They are epic. Maybe that haircut's coming back in now. A couple of Louis' friends have gone down and got the perm.
Oh, God.
Mate, the kids at school on that now. What's your favourite one then? What's your favourite one you've got, do you think? Like for your
Premier League 94.
Premier League 94, yeah. Do you reckon, is that the one that Tim showed us? Because you can link it back to Corinthians.
No, that's 95.
Right, so Tim showed us one of them, and it's a Tim Griffiths who's going to be helping him with editing. And he was showing us that some of the pictures look exactly like the Corinthian figures. So it's almost like they used the Panini. Is it Panini or Merlin?
Merlin.
They used the Merlin stickers to actually design the players' faces, because they are exactly the same.
Yeah. I can't remember which one was like the mad standout one.
What, they had the Ryan Giggs one. I remember Ryan Giggs, he's got like he had a bit of a bent hairline, and his figure has a bent hairline. So, and then they had like oh my God, I can't think of them, but like he pulled out Palmer, I think. Colton Palmer. Palmer was one. There's loads of them.
Giggs.
Yeah, and that is exactly what the first figure looked like. So they
Yeah.
clearly, with some of them, use them. Tim, if you're listening, which you will be because you're editing, stick some of your examples up just while we're chatting so people can see. But
I
yeah,
tell you what, Paul Parker.
Yes, mate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's what they used. Yeah.
That is what they use. Because there was another one. Lee Sharp. If you look at the Lee Sharp one, he's even got the slightest, faintest goatee beard. Because he's never really had a goatee, but he had a bit of bum fluff around his face. And
Yeah.
that's why they put a goatee on him on the figure.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
So yeah, but mate, the stickers back then, I didn't collect them as much, but obviously dipped into them. Had a couple of albums full. I did have. There's this big giant. I'm not sure which brand brought it out. Italian 90 folder, and that was like in there you could get stickers.
Yeah, I got that as well.
It had like Rudola on the front, didn't it? And it was like
Yeah.
red. Yeah. I had that one, and I almost completed that one with stickers, and I'm hoping it's still in my mum's loft, so I'm going to go drag that out and bring it down to stick in my
That was a big old binder.
massive binder. Yeah. But it was, honestly, that stickers back then, they were huge, weren't they?
Yeah, I don't know how much, I can't remember how much they were a pack, but like in this Italian 91, the album was 40p. Mate, that's it.
40p?
40p.
What do you reckon?
40p, right? And this is my son's from 2024. £1.99 for the £2 for the album.
It's a rip-off.
It's a rip-off.
I wonder how much this pack of stickers would be, because some people do still have a couple that are sealed. I wonder what a pack would cost you now. 20 quid?
They're about 10, 15 quid.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not bad, really. Cause
not too bad, but...
The enjoyment you'll get.
Well, saying that, the old Italian 91s are probably mental money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is... Going back to the Corinthian link...
Yeah.
I was talking to Tim the other day, and there's a French sticker album, and I can't remember what it's called. And there is some figures. I think it's Thierry Henry, and they must have done that on the stickers because they are identical.
So when you think of that, like you look at some of the lads that are doing 3D remodeling today, they go to a lot of effort. They scan faces. I mean, some computer games and things like that, they've got players in, put those little bauble dots on their body to get all the correct measurements and stuff, dimensions. These lads back in the day just got a couple of sticker books and just use that.
Yeah, geniuses.
Missing a trick there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Stickers was huge, and stickers, as we found out when we was at our convention, stickers, because they were downstairs, there was loads of them. They are still massive. But not just stickers. Like I've got a few. Keeping with the Italian theme, I've started getting some cards, and I've got like a Lothar Matthäus. I think that's a Futura card from 2004. Yeah. I've got Van Basten again, Futura. I've got a Lineker.
Oh,
Going for all the Italian 91s. I've got a limited edition Match Attack Tops card of Gaza. He's got that. So, mate, this is huge as well, isn't it? Like the card side of it now.
Yeah.
The cards have gone massive. But can you remember if there were cards back then, or was it mainly just stickers?
Yeah, there was cards, definitely.
Right.
I haven't got too many to hand. But what have I got? These ones. They brought out Pro Match.
Oh, mate, look at them faces. I'm not seeing them ones.
And they were kind of like
caricatures of them.
Sketches.
Yeah. Oh, they look well good.
Yeah. So, like, they're almost linked. They're like a Corinthian card because it's got the big head on the small body.
Did you ever take any of them lot to get signed anywhere? Any of your stickers and stuff?
Yeah, mate. All of these are cards and stickers that have been signed.
Wow. And that's from you personally, mainly, is it?
Yeah, because I used to sit near the tunnel of Carrow Road. So I just used to take all my stuff and get them signed.
Was Was anyone quite resentful? Might be the wrong word, but didn't want to sign them? Was anyone fed up with signing them, or was everyone that you asked to sign pretty good?
No, they're pretty good. Well, yeah, saying that, the less bigger names will sign.
Yeah.
But then when you get like, I don't know, a big name, it's like they just completely ignore you and just go straight down the tunnel or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
it all depends on how the result was that day, I bet, as well. If they've lost, they cannot be bothered and they just want to get back to the changing room, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what happened with Frank Lampard when Norwich played Coventry last season.
Yeah.
We were losing 1-0 and then we scored 2 goals in like the 95th and 97th minute. And he wouldn't sign the old Blister. He just went straight down the tunnel.
He had a paddy and went.
Yeah.
Sore leader.
I don't know why.
Oh, a bit blurry. Who's that?
Richard Wright from Ipswich.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want
Have you got a wood burner?
that one. Oh, hey, Gary Lineker.
Oh, mate, nice. And the
Love
Spurs
that.
kit as well.
I didn't even realise I had that.
What make was that one? I couldn't see it because it's a little bit blurry. Was it Future?
Pro set.
Pro set, right, okay.
But that was early 90s, 91, 92.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm a bit of a sucker for getting stuff signed. I don't know why. I think in my head it's going to make it worth more, but it probably doesn't.
We discussed this last week. We were saying, like, I think Sam's never been one or been bothered. I think Dan was almost the same, saying he didn't ever really think about it from a monetary stand that it's pretty pointless in a way, because unless you can 100% prove, which many of us can't, because even if you get a photograph of you next to the player, it doesn't mean that you got him to sign it there and then. You could just be getting a picture of the player and signing it at home. But I think when it's for you, and if it's something you want to get done, like say you're going to go to this P.S. Parker Waddle event, getting something signed then for you personally, and you're going to put it on display, that's a brilliant idea, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I do get someone to sign a shirt, I'll always stand there with a camera clicking away. So I've got a photo of him signing it.
Yeah.
But like going back to the Premier League one, where is it? Eric Cantona, got him to sign that one.
Wow. At a game or a lot later on in his career?
It was Brian Gunn's testimonial.
Right, okay.
Where he played Man United.
Yeah.
And Cantona was playing and I got right close to the tunnel and took my book, threw it in his face and he signed it.
Mate, legend. That's a good one to get signed.
Yeah. And I was mascot for Norwich once.
Yeah.
And I took this with me and 95% of it is signed.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Was that because I made you a little caricature of you, didn't I?
That's right, yeah.
So you were mascot and you had O'Leary was there. Was it Polston, I think it was?
John Polston. That was against Liverpool.
Yeah, and Ian Rush.
Yes, that's it.
Did you get to go into the Liverpool dressing room?
Yeah.
Oh, get on. Did you get them to sign it as well, and I take it?
Only a couple. Nigel Clough.
Nice.
Nigel Clough and Steve Nicol. But yeah.
How did you get to be a mascot that day? Was it just your parents sorting it out? Is it because it sounds like nowadays it's quite hard nowadays? Isn't it?
It's not hard. Well, it is hard nowadays, but you have to pay.
Okay.
This season to be a mascot costs £300 at Norwich.
What?
And you're not the only mascot. You are one of 11.
Right,
so they're taking £4,000 a game just on little kids that want to run out with their football heroes. It's a joke.
That's a lot of pressure on the parents because it's like the kids would love it. The kids will get a great memory from it, and it was something they'll cherish. Remember, like you're talking about now. You've remembered yours forever, but it's costing the parents quite a bit of money.
Yeah, we did it for my son last year. That was $250. That was his Christmas present. But even still, it's just like it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of wedge, isn't it? It is a lot of wedge, because especially when you've got Corinthians to be buying as well.
Exactly, but they don't know how much they cost. So
no, they don't, mate. You've got to keep it quiet from the wife and keep it quiet how much it costs your son to be a mascot. Yeah, other than stickers, I suppose back in the 90s, I got into playing Subbuteo. Did you play Subbuteo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had I was probably around about 11, 12, and it was around Italia 90 again. My dad got me a set, and we just laid it out on the table, and I had hours of fun. But then he could see how much I was enjoying it, and my old man, because I think our parents come from an era where they're all pretty handy and can do a little bit of DIY and things like that. Maybe this amazing chipboard like table itself to go on top of the table.
Oh.
And he stapled the pitch to it perfectly flat, perfectly, in line and everything, with a bit of space at the side. So we had this lovely playing surface. We then got fences he built all around the outside, the Subbuteo fences.
Oh, wow.
One little stadium plus 4 floodlights. And all I had to do each week when my mates come round, because we ended up having little tournaments.
Yeah.
Just come round, and when we finished with it, you take it off like the chipboard, could then sit behind the sofa, and then when we make come round, you just pick it back out, put it on the table,
Yeah.
put it out, and it got so popular in my house because my old man had made this great setup. We'd have like tournaments on Saturdays, and like the lads would come over. We'd all put £1 in each. My mum would come in with a little plate full of pink wafers and things like that. Put them down for these 11-year-old kids, and we'd all be playing and playing and playing, and we'd have like a little mini World Cup every Saturday, and then the winner took the money.
Oh, wow.
Back then, all I had was, because it's an Italian 90 set, I can't remember what it came with. I think it was like Italy and maybe England, or maybe even Brazil. But by the end of it, like I myself had Brazil, Italy, Holland, Cameroon, West Germany, and a couple others. And then some of the other lads got so into it, they went and bought their sets, so they'd turn up with just their team. And honestly, the fun we had for weekends just playing.
Yeah.
And then, do you ever see those? You ever use the little free kick men, which were about 3 times bigger, and you pull the head back? And so, because for a while, if you wanted to shoot, and you put a wall in the way, it was quite hard to get it around the wall. Whereas this thing, you could dink it. Mate,
I love that.
Mate, the times we had, which is why.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I started again getting Italian 90 stuff. But I've even gotten some Subbuteo, and this week I got myself some Subbuteo Italian 90 footballs.
Oh, mate, I've got a Euro 96 one of them, but they are love. Look at the colours.
Mate, the colours, they just pop there. Is that proper Italia 90? And then, the Channel 4 Italia Gazzetta or whatever it was called back then had the same colours. Yeah, I had that. And then last week, you want on, I showed off. I've just bought these 2 sets. So I've got England Italia 90 and West Germany 90.
Nice.
So I'm going to get a few more. I wouldn't mind getting the Brazil one, because I remember using Brazil when my mates came round. And
yeah.
It was a bit unfair because it was at my house. I used to train every night. So a lot of the time, I'd walk away with the cash, which I could tell them lot hated. But then when I did lose, I was a sore loser.
Love that.
But yeah, some good stuff. Have you got any like Subbuteo stuff still?
I have. It's in the loft, but I've definitely got like the set, like what it used to come with. Was it? They did have like a blue team and a red team.
I can't remember if they come out with standard teams or not, if I'm honest. I've seen sets lately because I've been looking and like they come with Man U. I mean, I saw a Norwich set and I did think of you the other day. And so they've got all the different teams. The only one I had was Italian 90, so it definitely came with, like say, Brazil and Italy, so it came with 2 teams. I don't know what the regular sets were like, if it was just a bog standard blue and a bog standard red.
Yeah, I definitely bought the Norwich kit. I remember the A6 kit with the green diagonal stripes. And I can't remember if they came with or if I bought some little stick-on numbers.
Mate, they come with the numbers and you stick
them
on.
They come with the numbers, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember sitting there and like you almost use a cocktail stick to stick it on because it's so small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm going to have to go and get some now, aren't I?
Just get the odd little piece here and there. Get a Norwich one and anything else and stick it on display somewhere because it was just such good fun back in the night. Do you remember that? They had a little tiny electronic game, not tiny, but like say about this big, and it was football. And you pushed like the levers, and the player would go up and down the pitch, and he had like a little twirly bit to flick the ball. Did you ever have that one?
Yeah, I didn't have it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I had that. I had hours of fun with that too, mate. Do you know? Now I've just remembered that I'm gonna have to look for one of them to buy as well.
This is ridiculous.
But yeah, the collectible side of it, you can just go deep, and I think just football was, as we keep saying, was just starting out and getting to its peak around the 90s, going into the noughties. So anything from that era, it just brings back such nostalgic memories that it is a big thing to get into and buy now.
Yeah, it is. And I'm sure I'll probably say it every time I'm on it, but a certain song and a certain goal just takes you straight back. Every time you listen to a song, you can go back to a memory. Every goal that you remember takes you straight back. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. Like you're saying with the Subbuteo, I can just picture going into this toy shop called Kerosin's, and I can just picture it. And there were just walls of the green Subbuteo teams all lined up. Oh my God.
Take us back.
Take us back. What is it now? You pick up your phone and it's here the next day.
That's what I mean. It's like, I'm not going into it too deep, so we can talk about it another time, but like the whole collecting, I think when I first got into collecting Corinthians, it was good fun because you had to go places. I remember I went to see my sister at Keele University because she was at university up in Stoke. And while she was like studying or at the uni, I'd go strolling around the town, and you'd go to like find football shops there, and I'd buy a couple of Corinthians figures there and get to know the bloke, and then I'd phone him and give him my details, and I can't remember how we would have paid back then. I suppose it would have been backs, but in a different sort of way. Yeah. Maybe I posted a check through the post. I mean, how old is that? But yeah, and he would have sent stuff, and then she moved to Wimbledon. Was it Wimbledon she moved? I think it was Wimbledon she moved to, but wherever it was in London, and I went there to go see her and stay with her, and again I'd find a shop around there, so you'd have to go travelling, and that made it even more of a journey, and made it more memorable, you getting that figure, because you had to go and do something rather than sitting in your ass with your missus moaning that you haven't done the dishes on your phone. Or on eBay, just click, ordered. It comes with the post. Yay! Right, what's next? It's just not. It's just not the same.
No, it's not.
Nah. But is there anything else? Is there anything else you could think we kind of would have been big back then and is big now? Programs, I suppose. Programs has always been big. There's always a market for that.
Yeah, I've got thousands of programs.
Yeah.
All in mum and dad's loft because I ain't got no room at mine. But yeah,
I can't think of much else.
It's
really
brilliant, isn't it? Football was bloody brilliant,
mate. It was, and it's it's not what it was, as we keep.
It's not.
It's not good. It is still good, and like I say, I think you take your boy along to it, and I take my son to it. And I really enjoyed Saturday, even though we lost. We had a really good day out going to the football, but it's just not quite the same as what it was. But it's still a day out with the kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is other collectibles. If there's anything that you guys collected back then and want to share and show off, again, contact me. If you're in our group, the CCC, you can DM me, and I can add some pictures to the post when we put them in our group. If there's anything else you want us to talk about next time, because we don't mind revisiting it if there's other things we haven't talked about, because like the collectible side of it, there's so much in there.
Oh, it's never ending, isn't it?
And
there will be people that, like you say, there'll be people that collected stuff which we didn't, and
yes, we haven't even mentioned shirts. I mean, me and you, shirt-wise, like what's your shirt you got on today?
I am wearing from the MLS San Jose Earthquakes.
Nice. And what relevance has that got to you, or did you just like the top? Mr. Huckabee. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So when
he went to America, did he?
Yeah, we released him for some ridiculous reason. I think him and Glenn Roeder had a massive fallout. And Glenn Roeder turned around and just said, "We're not renewing your contract." So in 2007, 2008, he was on the hunt for a new club. And it came out last month. Ipswich tried to sign him.
Right. Oh, no. Imagine that.
And he turned round and said that he'd rather retire than play for Ipswich.
Legend.
Which is just, what a guy. Not like Marcelino Nunes, the rat. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So Huckabee went over to the States, signed for San Jose Earthquakes. I think he only played a couple of seasons, but my missus for my birthday in 2008 got me this. Bit tight, but it wasn't at the time. So she got me this as a surprise, and it was like incredible. So I wore it to the first game of the new season, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Where'd you get that from?" Blah blah blah. So yeah, it actually did come from America, which is pretty cool.
That is cool. It's a legit, and you've got Huckabee on the back as well, because obviously.
And I got Huckabee on the back, yeah. But you are wearing an absolute beaut,
mate. Long sleeve as well.
Oh.
So this was. Do you know what? After chatting to Woody, Rich, and a few of the other lads saying getting me shirt collection out, I forgot about these. They were in the back of a drawer. I mean, you can almost compare it to me Corinthians, because me Corinthians were my mum's loft for about 10 years before I stumbled across them and got back into it. Same with these.
Yeah.
And I got this one out, and like we're talking about memories and things with the collectibles we got. And I was telling Gary just before this that I remember I used to have blonde curtains, as we all did. I don't know if you did or not. Do you have curtains back in the day?
Mate, have a look.
I can lend you some if you want. But so I had blonde curtains back in my teenage years, and I used Sun-In. Do you remember Sun-In? Do you ever hear of Sun-In? It's a spray.
Yeah.
For your hair. But I got the extra strong, and it went ginger at one point, so I had to wait for it to go out. But that's another stopper. But bought this. Always had the collar up. And I had an old mate called Ben, and he asked me to go play footy one day, and I said, who are you playing with? Just having a kick around. He said, I've got a couple of mates that live at Buckland and want to have a kick around at Buckland. I said, yeah, all right, I'll turn up. So I turned up at this. And as I walked over, these two lads were just staring at me for about 5 seconds. And then they kind of just like, it's like a moment of realisation for them. And as I got closer, one of them said to me, he goes, do you know what? For about 2 seconds, I genuinely thought David Beckham was coming through. And my head was like, whoa! He was my idol back then, which is why I got the long sleeve version rather than getting the short sleeve version.
Yeah, I could just picture him in that with a skinhead.
Yeah. Mate, I'll have to get a picture of me if I can find them at some point. Oh. My old pictures of me wearing all my old, because I've got me in Newcastle, me in Spurs, and all sorts. Because I did collect shirts. I joined Royal Mail when I was 17. So around then, I had a massive shirt collection as well, because I was wearing a different shirt to work every day, and it was really spinning the boys out at work. Because they were like, which team do you support? And I was like, I just like football shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, I went through a stage of buying a load as well, because they used to sell them in JJB. Blackburn, Millwall, Southampton, Wolves. I had loads. But when lockdown came, I sold a load to classic football shirts.
Yeah.
So they bought a load off me.
Talking about this shirt then, could lead on nicely too. We've had 2 people doing their start sign scout sales, which has been yourself, and then last week was down to Baller. So watch them back, see their picks. I'm going to try and get a graphic up each week to show you who's picked what up already, and then the choices that are going to get added in. And we thought, why don't I do it this week?
Yeah, take it away.
Let's get it on. So we had, starting, a figure that I believe everybody needs. Well, sorry, no, that's signing. Start is a figure that I have in my collection that I would put first in my team sheet every week. And that is, for me, I think most people that know me and have been in our group for a while know it. And it is the David Beckham Chaser figure.
Oh.
Reason being, so this one here was hard to get when I originally collected Corinthians. And I think when I got it, I was over the moon. And that was, like we were saying a minute ago, back then it was a lot of phone call, genuine, actually phoning people I'd never met or known, having conversations with people, sending them £100 check, and just hoping that they were going to send the figure on the other end. And then eventually it did come through the post. This is the one that I had back in those days.
Oh, wow.
So that's the first thing. But the second reason that I think you should get it is because, like, I suppose up till then they hadn't brought out many releases where there was only 500 pieces brought out. You had your platinums, but then the platinums were always a copy of a figure that was already brought out in tens of thousands. So this is one of the first ones that they brought out in just limited numbers of 500.
Love that.
So that's why he's on my starting sheet. And also, this is the actual figure that got me back into collecting 7 years ago, which is
Nice.
a story for another time. That's my start. My sign, a figure that's in my collection that I believe everyone needs in their collection. Have a guess. Who do you think it could be that I think everyone needs in their collection?
The King.
The legend himself.
Hey.
The only player in the headliner range. Do you know what? Is it the only player in the Corinthians range of a collar up? Is there anybody else had a collar up?
I don't think they could have made another one with it.
Nah, because he's just iconic. And,
yeah, that is such a good figure.
And you can get him no beard, with a beard, which is very frustrating for people when you're looking for him. The story goes they came out of different factories. So one factory gave him a slightly like a 5 o'clock shadow, and the other one went a bit heavy with a 5 o'clock shadow. But same figure, same PL on the bottom. But that is a figure that everybody needs to. They need to go and sign that figure if you haven't got it and get it in your collection.
Yeah, I love that one.
Right, scouting. I think you picked Norwich because there's never been a Norwich figure.
That's right.
In Norwich. Scouting, I was racking my brains because there's loads that I would have liked to have seen. But I always remember back in the day, peak Corinthians in the 90s, one of the best teams around to watch was Real Madrid. And the amount that they teased us by almost bringing out a Real Madrid range, and it never happened. But I would have loved to have seen one of my favourite players I ever watched, not live, but just on a Wednesday or a Thursday night in the Champions League, was Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah.
And if they could, after that Champions League final goal, if they could have just brought out a Zinedine Zidane figure in the white kit of Real Madrid, that would have been my collection complete. I would have loved that. So that's the one. I was always on the lookout and couldn't wait for them to bring out a Real Madrid figure, but it never happened.
No, not with Corinthians. Obviously, the Bandai range did, didn't they? But they're a bit wonky.
Bit wonky, bit taller, not my cup of tea. I think with the figures, if you like Corinthians, you just don't seem to like anything else. Like when I've looked at these soccer stars, it's like the faces are okay, but from there down, it's just not my cup of tea.
That's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, same with microstars because I haven't got any. Well, I've got a few microstars now. Just because I was listening to a bit of the history, but I'm not like even bothered about getting any more.
No, but obviously there is people that do, and fair enough. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
They would have got into the collection, like say, because I'm older than some of the people in there. They would have got into the collection later on, so that would have been, like say, up there for them when they were coming out. So that's why some people are way more into the microstars than the other headliners and pro stars.
Yeah,
right. And then Cell. It's not really a figure I really, really hate. There's figures that I think don't look like players and that lot. I mean, I know you wanted to pick Marcus Stewart because he's an Ipswich player and he had gloves. But I suppose the only figure that's ever irritated me, and luckily it's in a Liverpool kit, only a few people were in the same pose, and I think there was even a Man U one in this pose. But that figure, Murphy in a Liverpool kit, in that pose. He's gone.
He's gone.
He is sold. Luckily, he's not in my collection. That's a spare that I've got just for, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
For throwing.
Just for for launching.
Yeah.
That is my Start Sign Scouts out. Now, we are going to need people to get involved with that because I suppose me and Gary have done one, Dan's done one. Wouldn't mind doing one a week. So if people have got ones that they want to, you don't have to come on and do it. You can do a short video at home, or you can just message.
Tell us.
Yeah, tell us. Tell me, Gary, whoever, and we'll talk about it during an episode. So just get it over to us.
Get it over.
Right. But that is it, I think, for today's. Today's talking about collectibles and other collectibles, and plus we waffled about lots of other stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure, and could I just steal a few more minutes?
Do it.
So, whilst we sort of touched about collectibles, I'm going to give this a little plug. It is a event which is being held in Norwich. It's there's a community shop in Norwich called On the Stall City, and I think 3 times a year they have little shows, events, and it's a collector's fair. And every year there's a guy called Billy comes, and he's got the most insane match-worn Norwich City shirt collection. I've been around his house and had a look, and it is disgusting how many shirts he's got. And he seems to, I think he's won a lottery because he gets them every week. But so he's going to be there, and this one is a Poppy Day appeal. So all the shirts that he's taking will have the poppies on them. And there's going to be some of the British Legion people.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, organisations.
Yeah,
from the Royal British Legion will be there.
Yeah, and it's an event. It's free entry, and it's an event on the Sunday, the 2nd of November, and it's in Norwich, and it's supporting the British Legion. So any money raised outside of the traders is going to go to the British Legion. Cool. And it's half of it is all to do with Norwich City, and then the other half is a traders stand. And I will be there. I have a table, so I am going to be there, and I am going to be promoting the Corinthian Collectors Club. So I will be there with my table will be full of Corinthians, and I'm going to have Craig's book. Hopefully, I'll have there for people that haven't seen it, so they can get that there, and various other Corinthian stuff. But I'm going to be plugging the hell out of Corinthians whilst I'm there. I'll be merchandised up. I'll have the signs everywhere, so everyone cannot miss me. And that will be in Norwich on the 2nd of November. I don't know where everybody lives, if anyone's close, if anyone's not close and fancies driving all the way, not only to see me, but to see all the other stuff and to buy Corinthians. And there's loads of other memorabilia stalls there as well. So, shameless plug, Sunday the 2nd of November, all proceeds go to British Legion. Come along, have a chat.
Mate, that sounds brilliant. That sounds like a good day out, like a bit like the convention. We weren't really knowing what to expect, and it was a brilliant day out. So this sounds like it'll be of a similar boat. Yeah,
and rumours have it the Norwich manager's making an appearance, maybe a few players. That the one I went to last year, Jeremy Goss was there. So
was he? Legend.
Yeah. So who knows who's going to turn up?
I'll try and send you a load of stickers, and you can take some CCC stickers along if you want. Just to
I'll merch it up, and we'll just try and sell some bits and promote Corinthians because we love it,
mate. Exactly, love it. Right, 55 minutes in. Thank you all for all 2 of you. If it's only 2 of you listening in, but it doesn't matter. We're going to enjoy doing it. We're going to keep doing more. We're going to get better. We're going to bring in good content, other guests, and all sorts. And we're just going to have a laugh of it. So. Thank you for joining in again today, and I'll let Gary say goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.